Hey guys, now it's just a simple live stream, no script, no nothing, more just to sort of get to know you guys. So as and when a few people come in, start asking how you are, what you do, your normal sort of jargon. If you're watching this after it's processed, hit that thumbs up. Hey KK. Sorry, I'm still just starting it all up and stuff like that. So bear with me. Plus, I've got the dog looking at me. To be honest, he looks a bit dead. Check him out. Now, before he starts licking himself, I figured I'll get away from him. Hiya, Rome's Exotics. So, come on, guys, tell me about yourselves. Where are you all from? Go on, where are you all from then? Oh, this is just sort of a live stream just to sort of get to know you guys. I know the lighting's a bit dodgy, but it's night time and it's dark and all that sort of stuff. So, I've just got the general lights on. So, plus, it gets rid of some of the wrinkles in my face. I actually look my age for now. Mate, I'm Richard. Skelton, where's that? Is that in the UK? That's like an awesome name for a place. I live in Skelton. If you annoy me, you'll be a skeleton. I know. This is the first one as well, so I'm not exactly drunk either. It's near Middlesbrough. Up north. I thought I was north. You're further north than me. Then I'm northwest. You're northeast. So hey. Sheffield. Oh yeah. Donny's not too far from you, is it? Then again, you're not too far from me either, to be honest. You're just over the Woodhead Pass. You're only about half an hour from Manchester or so, aren't you? Oh, ah, northeast boy. Oh God. I reckon the dog's turning into an armadillo. It's all curled up. Ah. Yeah, Manchester's only 20 minutes from mine. Well, where I am at the minute, anyway. Did you do a live today? I didn't see that. Nice for you to join us anyway. Here's a special one for everybody who's in here. Everybody who's in the live stream at the minute seems to be... Oh, here we go. We've got Canadian. Gotta love carpet pythons. I love your accent, but where exactly is it? Yep, Dean's a southerner. Whereabouts down south? I'm going to pronounce some of your names wrong, by the way. Um, one, because I'm a bit simple, but two, because I can't read to save my life. See, now, I was going to say Aussie, but I didn't want to turn around and say Kiwi. Just, I didn't want to enter that whole insulting game sort of thing. Alright. What am I doing? Right, that's the one. Taven's World of Reptiles. That's one that I don't know if I've said it right. Hiya, Sherry. Mad Cat. I love that name. Sorry, I've got to flex a bit. Yeah. So as I say, I'm still just setting all this up, trying to figure out everybody. Hey, I said it right. Sweet. Did I say it right? I haven't got a clue. I'm lost with stuff like that. Same with the scientific names for tarantulas. I keep getting them wrong as well. I have to sit there listening to people say it about 12 times before I can actually say it right. Poecilotheria regalis. Now I run around, that's all I say is Poecilotheria regalis. Right, what's this down here? Ah, what's this? There we go, sorted that out. Ah, the surprise pet's actually upstairs. Tomorrow I've got a video coming out about the enclosure build. I'm not actually massively happy with the video, but the build's absolutely amazing. Let's go up and see. Oh, it's gone dark. Oh, I'm going to turn some lights on. I still can't figure out which light switch do which part of the house. So the surprise pet is not for me. It's for... Oh, there he is. Yeah, the surprise pet wasn't for me, but it was for my my girlfriend's son, Kieran. Excuse me, beer's gone down well. So I'll give you a quick flash right now. See if you can see it. Whoop, there we go. Did you see it? There's the enclosure anyway. It's all built up nicely. There's more on that pet to come soon. He's been settling in now for, oh God, 3 days now. So he's due a feed. I'll probably get some feed on him tomorrow, which I'll add at the end of the unboxing video. It's because it's amazing. I'm well chuffed with that. Just amazing. The story behind that as well, second to none. The story goes, hold on, wait there. Yeah, the story goes that I was gonna get it. The legend, the myth, Peter Webster is here. I was just about to mention your name, buddy. Literally just then about to mention you. Yeah, so the legend goes, the story goes, sorry. I wanted to get that particular animal for Kieran, which is me girlfriend's son. Now, he came up to the Northern Invert show to get his first tarantula. Simon's 8-legged freakouts. How's it going, buddy? Nice for you to join us, mate. We went up to the Northern show for him to get his first ever tarantula. He's absolutely fascinated by my Brachypalma albipalossums. That's another one which I didn't know how to pronounce the name. I just kept saying it over and over again. But yeah, went up to the Northern show to pick up his first tarantula, and he got advised on this particular tarantula, the Asamani, and it just wasn't up to. It was too quick for him. It spooked him and stuff like that, and it's not really what he wanted. And so I've been looking for something else for him for a while, and I found out what I was going to get him, and then I was going to get him at Doncaster. Went round looking for the right one, couldn't find it anywhere, so I was dead gutted at Doncaster, and then wanted to get it at BTS, and unfortunately I just didn't have the funds to do it. So we were talking in a live stream, one of Gandalf's live streams, me and everybody that was in there, and Peter kindly offered to sort it out. Lo and behold, he did. I was well chuffed, absolutely well chuffed. And I tell you what, that surprise animal is absolutely amazing. It's out all the time. Oh my God. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? You'll have to wait for that video to come out to be able to see what it is. The next video tomorrow is going to be the enclosure build for it. Now, the only reason I've done it like that video first is because in that video I build up a bit of tension to actually guess what it is and stuff like that. But if you've got any guesses to what that surprise animal actually is, stick it in the comments. I'm not going to tell you if you get it right or get it wrong. There's only one person in here that actually knows what it is, and that's good almighty Sir Peter Webster. And I can tell you one thing, Peter, he absolutely loves it. And he's had his friends round from school to look at it and everything. He is absolutely in love with it. I still don't let him get it out on his own. It's all adult supervision and everything like that. But he loves it. And I mean, he loves it. I haven't seen him that happy in God knows how long. It may be a centipede, you never know. You'll have to wait for that video to come out. It might be a large tarantula. You never know. Ooh, that sounds nice, Simon. I wish I was at my facility because I'd be able to show you that boa, your boa, Simon, but I'm just not there. I'm at the partner's house at the minute. She's took the kids out to the cinema. She took them out for a meal in the cinema tonight. They're gone to watch Aladdin. So I may as well rob the free Wi-Fi while I can. Hey, Sherry. Yeah, I've got a video coming out tomorrow, and that's just the enclosure build for the secret pet that Peter's gifted to Kieran. So we've done a big enclosure build for that, fully bioactive, custom background and everything. That's looks absolutely amazing. And then possibly Tuesday is when it's the actual unboxing is going to be out. Tuesday or Wednesday, there or thereabouts. All just depends on the free time I get to continue the edit. I've got a few little recording bits to do to add to it, just a bit of voiceover stuff. But apart from that, it's near enough done the unboxing video. The actual enclosure build video is done. I'm not 100% happy with it, but you'll see that. You'll see that tomorrow because it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's in a free foot Viv Exotics vivarium. It's absolutely stunning, the animal. I mean, blowing my mind. It's better than I ever expected. I'm so timid as well. It really is dead timid. Happily comes out. It sees you, it comes out. Gets, yeah. It's her boa, is it, mate? I'll tell you what, I've had your baby boa out a few times just for handling and stuff like that. And it shed 3 days ago. It shed perfect shed straight off, and then I fed it the next day. I sent you the pictures of feeding the boa. It's coming on real nice actually. It still wants to come out all the time, and it's not nipped me yet. It's gone to nip me, but it hasn't nipped me yet. All these comments keep just flying off the screen. While you're all there, hit the thumbs up. Just because, why not? I got a haircut. Check it out. I went to a Turkish barber's and I told him I said, I'm going to close my eyes, make me look sexy. I kind of look like SpongeBob, it's just dead flat. Big fish, little fish. Yeah. I'm only on my first beer as well. So come on then, guys, let's get to know you all. I assume you've all got exotic animals, invertebrates, reptiles, that sort of thing. What is the one animal you've all got that is your prized possession? The king of your collection, or queen? For me, I don't think anybody can really pick that one that they truly love. I mean, I've got Popcorn, my Carl Sunglow boa. I absolutely love that boa constrictor. But then again, I've got Hugo as well, and he's just amazing all in one. But then again, there's Diego, my first ever reptile, my bearded dragon. See what I mean? It's a hard one. See, I used to have corn snakes. Do you know what? I kind of feel bad for them really because I didn't get them out as much as I should have. And but he ended up getting given to a college actually. College contacted me and they were going to do. Well, they had a big enclosure built up for it and everything, and it was all for the students there. It was their I don't even know what they called it at the time. That was about 18 months ago. It's like the rest room, the rest area sort of thing, and it was big enclosure. They all built it in wood shop, and then somebody else, a different section of the college, done something else to the enclosure, and it just looked amazing. And they took him. I forgot what. Do you know what? I've even forgot what the corn snake's name was. No, I'd never. Cornflake. That's what my corn snake was called. And the giant African land snails. Now I'm doing a lot of research into them at the minute. From what I hear, they're actually a pest. And again, I've not done loads of research into them because I'm not massively fascinated by them. I started my research because I've done a lot of research into savanna monitor and bosque monitor's diets, and they live off snails and hard-shelled invertebrates in the wild. So then I started thinking, well, they're a sub-Saharan African species. Where do the giant land snails come from? And just trying to connect the two and stuff like that. So it was fascinating going down that line. I've missed a load of comments now. I just tend to jargon on and on and on sometimes. There's something I'm trying to get the money together for at the IHS Doncaster. But I'm still looking into the different localities and stuff like that at the moment to see which one I particularly want. and I think I'm going to have to do a pre-order on it first because I don't think I've ever seen a mangrove snake at Doncaster. But I would love to have one. But again, I'm still doing all of my research into mangrove snakes because I know there's a load of different localities, and some of them lose the yellow and when they get mature and they go jet black and all that sort of stuff. I'm not being funny. If I wanted a jet black snake, I'd go for a Mexican Black King. A mangrove is just the pinnacle for me. I love mangrove snakes. Rear fang venomous. I love them. But I want one solely as a pet. Do you know what I mean? Solely as a pet. Uh, but I want the yellow coloration to stay on it for its entire life. And I know there's a couple of localities that keep their yellow coloration. So I'm still doing my research and me looking into all that. And then the hunt's going to try and find somebody who breeds captive bred ones because I won't go nowhere near wild caught snakes anymore. Don't get me wrong, I've got a couple of wild caught invertebrates, which I didn't know they were wild caught to start with, and I've got a wild caught arachnid as well. I think my centipede's wild caught as well, if I'm totally honest. But again, there's no guarantees. You ask them if it's captive bred, they say yes. That's all you can go on, really, isn't it? It's amazing how many people have got a collection of reptiles, amphibians, and all that sort of stuff, and cats. I've never really connected the two, to be fair. Same with dogs, really. I'm not really a dog lover. Saying that, but Barney's twitching in his sleep, or he was. Back to me. It's amazing how many people have got all sorts of pets and just general pet lover. For me, I'm an exotic pet fan. I love my exotic pets. I've never. Then again, I've had fish in the past and stuff like that, but nothing gets my excitement going more than exotic animals and finding out the true background to them and stuff like that. I'm the only thing I don't like about dogs mainly is the different, similar to like the spider gene in raw pythons. You can get that in dogs as well. I think pugs and stuff like that, they've all got genetic mutations that aren't really, in my eyes, viable. Um, then again, that's probably why I've not got the Enigma gene in leopard geckos. This is the thing with the IHS. There's been loads of fuss over they banned the spider gene. People are against it, people are for it, all this sort of stuff, and bouncing backwards and forwards. But what a lot of people didn't really pay too much attention to was they cancelled the Enigma gene in leopard geckos. I think the jungle carpet python got banned as well. Nobody really paid too much attention to that. Everyone was more fussed about the spider gene in raw pythons. But they're all the same sort of genetic problems. So I don't know. I don't understand why here and there and everything like that. Uh, uh, Again, I've just jargoned on, so I'll run through a few of the comments. Yeah, there's a fair few wild caught species out there. I've been doing a lot of watching. Oh, what's his name? I forgot his name now. A big, massive arachnid guy. Oh, what's his name? Peter. You might have heard of him. He's just done a talk at the Midlands Herpology Society. Smith, I think his name was. The name. Do you know when it's there and you just can't get it? He's got a YouTube channel, Love Tarantulas. I've been doing a lot of looking into his work of late. Now I know a lot of his work's a bit outdated, but there you go, Andrew Smith, I think. I've been doing a lot of research into his work. I know a lot of his work's outdated now. Some of the stuff, especially around his Mexican Brachypalma series, is massively fascinating. I don't know where I was going to go with this, but I just found it fascinating, truly fascinating. Some of the history behind the different Brachypalma species as well, and then the two different species, the Hamori and the Smithy, and how there possibly were one species, and because the river grew, they couldn't cross, and they've both adapted. The same species has adapted to the different climates and the different land on both sides, and they've evolved differently, and now they're two totally different species, the Hamori and the Smithy. I just find it absolutely fascinating. I've only been recently started to look into all that sort of stuff in depth, so I don't even know if my knowledge there is correct. It's just something I've saw and gone, ooh. Right, let's go back down the charts and have a little flick. Andrew Smith, everyone's saying Andrew. There you go, Peter. Thanks for that. And you, Simon. The new Aladdin movie is where my partner's gone with the kids tonight. Actually, I was supposed to pick her up, I think, tonight. I don't know. It's 10:30, so she'll text me when she wants me to pick her up. KK Slimes, you're more of an invert type of girl. Oh, you bought 4 giant snails off eBay. Did you buy them when they were small or when they were a bit bigger? £100 GIMP mystery box from the spider shop at Donny. Now, for those who don't know what the GIMP's... Oh God, the dog's just gone running. What's the dog gone for? I don't know. For those who don't know what a GIMP box is, it's basically a box of tarantulas that are a bit gimpish, a bit mangled. Some have got 7 legs, some are a bit wonky, and you sort of get more for your money doing it that way. But it's absolutely fascinating to see some of them. My friend brought a P Metallica, Poecilotheria metallica, and he bought it from Seas, reputable breeder and everything, but it was a good price, and he got a huntsman spider thrown in with it. Got it home and he set it all up and everything. Didn't pay too much attention to it, and then he done a video on it. And hold on, that's got 7 legs. He didn't even notice. To be fair, if you get a Poecilotheria metallica at that price, you wouldn't really notice. You'd be like, wow. Generally, there you go. Would you say the GIMP boxes are mainly wild caught animals? Is that why they've got a leg missing or something like that? I've looked into them before and I've never really paid too much attention. Was it Simon? Were you the one that gave the spider shop the idea of the GIMP box? I know somebody gave the idea. I've got a couple of different species of isopods which are breeding up at the moment. I've took a lot of stuff off sale mainly for the winter just to breed it up and get my colony up and running back to what it was before, because through the summer months everything just booms and everything just gets sold dead quick, and I couldn't keep up, so I was selling my own personal stock. So I've spent the winter rebuilding, rejuvenating my stock and stuff like that. My mealworms now, they're on their 4th or 5th generation, and I've noticed they must be inbreeding or something like that, because the beetles kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and then they weren't producing as many eggs. So I started from scratch again with the mealworm beetles, and I'm blowing them up bigger than what they actually are. It's just yeah, I don't get a lot of profits off eBay at all. With the eBay fees and the PayPal fees and all that sort of stuff, it's just a little project, so to speak, a little bit of pocket money, so to speak. With the price of postage and everything now, it's not massively profitable at all. But it helps out when I need to. Ooh, what are you getting, Peter? For those on the stream who don't know Peter, go and subscribe, because he does some absolutely amazing, mind-blowing unboxing videos, and I mean mind-blowing some of the stuff. I may have a load of millipedes going this year as well. Mine have all bred like rabbits. Ever since the temperature warmed up, they've just bang loads now. They're all still in the same enclosure with their mum and dad. 30 new invertebrates. Now, Peter, is that going to be one of those boxes? I saw one of your unboxing videos. I think it was a £200 mystery box, and it was just loads and loads. It's the one where you got the armoured cricket in it, and they fascinate me. They do. Again, I've not done too much research, but they just look alienated. They're just amazing little creatures. There's loads of millipedes already for sale. Come and see me at the shows. Let me know you're going, and I'll pass some over because I should have a fair few by then. Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, the Gimp box was just fascinating. I can't wait for the IHS this year. June's is going to be mental. If it's anything like last year, Jesus. But then again, it'll be interesting to go this year because last year I was a vendor. I was selling at the show. This year I'm going as a buyer. I'm hoping to get a decent amount of money together because there's so much that I want at the minute. So many projects I want to start. Oh, there we go then. When do you reckon you'll be doing the unboxing video, Peter, for that £200 mystery box? Just so I can make sure um, I'm on a break or not working or something like that. Because I love doing, especially your live ones where everyone's getting involved and stuff like that. Oh, my phone's just vibrated. Ah, there we go. Sorry, I thought that was the my partner texting me saying, "Come and pick me up." I was like, "Ha, sorry, no." You ever seen me? Huh. Oh look, it's behind. Huh. Oh, that means I could talk to you guys if I've got it on now because I've been looking at my phone all the time. That's no good. You've never been to Donny? I was there with selling inverts last year. The only giant millipedes I've got are chocolates, and I've got I think it's called Aegilius, the big black one. I've only got one of them. I bought two down at season. Only one survived. Two-day get tax refund 2 days before. In all fairness, June's was busy, and it's likely to be busy. Big tip: take deodorant, everybody. I can't wait for that unboxing. Oh, I love the giveaway prizes you gave to Jennifer's tarantulas as well. That centipede is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know why, but I'm fascinated by centipedes. I've only got the one. I've got Scolopendra Black Flame in a little bioactive setup, and I really want to get into that enclosure to do a custom background, a ledge for it, a nice hide, some live plants. I put live plants in there before, but he just destroys them. I don't think he destroys them. I think just the substrate in there is not rich enough for the plants. But then if I put a rich substrate in for the plants, then it probably won't be perfect for the centipede with his burrows and stuff like that. You got S gigantica. Is that the Scolopendra gigantica? That's the one that's sort of this sort of size and it's like that sort of thick. They're beautiful. They're scary. I I'm petrified of the centipedes, but I'm finding them extremely fascinating to watch. So they stay in their enclosure. I appreciate them. I love them. I'll feed them. I'll water them. I'm never gonna handle them. I'm a pansy when it comes to stuff like that. I really am. Uh, what am I doing? Oh, Barney's curled up next to me now. Oh, false widow babies for it. Ooh, nice. The Morio beetles they change prices throughout the season, depends on the stock levels and stuff like that. There's somebody on eBay that sells, I think, a male and a female pair for like £3.50 or something ridiculous like that. Now I don't agree with doing that because if you buy a male and a female and the male dies in transit, you're knackered really, then aren't you? I tend to do. Hey up, don't know why, but there's a massive boa on the telly. That's not a boa, that's a retic now. I don't know what that was. I just looked at the telly. No, the ones that I had, I think I'd done. I sold them in 10, 25 and 50. And I think the 10 was about 350 or something like that. I don't know, it's all in me paperwork. Every time I get someone, I just upload it and I look at through the book. Right, that's what I sold them at last time. This is how well they sold. That's how much. I don't rip people off, because if you think about it, you can buy a tub of Morio worms for, I don't know, £2.50, and you get about 20. If I split that down the middle and then add a bit on for me, because let's face it, it doesn't cost anything to turn the Morio worms into beetles. Just a couple of quid for the little separating tubs and stuff like that. Oh, we've got a fair few people coming in now, and I can't read. Honestly, I'm not drunk, but oh, that's another name I'm not going to be able to pronounce. Charlene W. There we go. Thanks for joining in. Chloe's Wildlife. Woo! Hi. Now, Chloe's Wildlife. Now, is that a new name, or is that a different person to what I think it is? Coco's Critters. Is that the first name that I know you from? I don't know. There's so many people that are still subscribers to my channel from way back when I only had a couple of subscribers. Coco's Critters was one of them. Should I get Barney drunk? Love me, come on. So come on then, guys. What's everybody's number one invert? If they could get any invertebrate in the world, what would it be? Yeah, this is my first one for today. I can't have too many either. Well, I can't have any more than that, to be fair. I shouldn't even be drinking that, to be fair. I've got to go pick her up. Now she can walk back. It's only over the road. True Northern Exotics fashion. It wouldn't be a Northern Exotics live stream without a bottle of Budweiser. Is there any particular centipede you would like, Peter? Jungle nymphs. What are they? Are they a stick insect? So, I thought I'd get really into the millipedes, and then because I was fascinated by them, so I got a couple. And to be honest, it's not took off as much as it should have. Assassin bugs. Now I know somebody selling the baby assassin bugs, and they're only half a centimetre big. They're literally brand new babies. Bennett, the big bug box, he's got them. And they're proper little fat things as well. They really are piling the weight on. And I forgot what I was saying first. Oh yeah, I thought I was going to get into millipedes a lot, and I got a couple of different species, and I did like them, but then they're in a tub now. I don't have to feed them. I don't have to do anything because they're all in a bioactive enclosure. They feed off all the leaf litter that's in the tub. I change the substrate out a few times and stuff like that. And I tell you what, they're breeding like mad. They must be healthy and fit if they're breeding like that. Galapagos. I can't pronounce that word, Peter. 5 species of assassin bugs. Right, I'm going to try. I know of white spot, red spot, black spot, spiny. I think they're the only ones I know of. If they're even, I don't know if the black spot is an actual assassin bug. I've had the spinies before and the white spots, and I've bred the white spots and the spinies quite successfully, to be fair. It'd be interesting to see their behaviour, KK. You'll have to keep me posted on how that goes. Thanks, Coco. That's all I'm going to know you as, Chloe's Wildlife. I'm just going to always call you Coco. Yeah, I've just tipped over to the 1,100 subscribers. It took just over a week to get 100 subscribers, so I'm absolutely massively made up. So thank you all for subscribing. You're all amazing. And Barney is. He's asleep. Any dog that's asleep's amazing. They're not pestering me. Oh. Oh, what's the matter, Barney? Barney, oh God, he's a bit nippy. Hello, come on. Hello, wiggle man. It's the first time he's let me stroke him without biting my hand off. Oh god, I missed a load of comments there. Let me have to go through. Buy 10 assassin bugs, you'll end up them all eating each other, and oh god. There's white spot, red spot, orange spot, spiny, and white ghost. Oh, they're fat. That sounds amazing. I've never heard of them ones. I'm definitely going to have a look. Actually, I'm going to write that down so that I can have a look into that. Cool. White ghost assassin bugs. That's amazing. Oh, garter snakes. That's amazing. Stephen Charter. I don't think I've said hi, so hi. Thanks for joining in. You've got a garter snake. You had a garter snake as a kid. I've had a gopher snake. I didn't even know gopher snakes existed, but I had an albino one. But when I got it back and examined it, God, it was in a bad condition, so that went back. 5 royal pythons. So I know you're English if you're saying royal pythons. Yeah, you got royal pythons. Now the Americans call them bull pythons. I don't know why we call them differently, because the rest of the world calls them bull pythons. We just, for some reason, call them royal pythons. God, Simon, what are you getting from the IHS, mate? Is it a terrier cross? I don't know. It's the missus. He's a nipper. He's about 15 years old. Yeah, Andy Orms. Ah, right. Your dad worked at London Zoo for 40 years. Now, what did he do at London Zoo for 40 years? What was his role, or what did he start off with, and what did he work his way up to? Because that's fascinating. That is, they've got positions going at my local zoo, Chester Zoo, and I've been so tempted to go for them, but the amount of people that are going to go for them that have got far more better qualifications than me. And my local safari park, get this, they're after Knowsley Safari Park on their website. They're after a carnivore keeper. So someone to look after the lions and the big cats. I want to do that, but you've got to have massive experience. The only experience with a carnivore I've got is that thing there. And he doesn't like me either. Anything that's got sharp teeth loves to bite me. Oh. I want to get some dart frogs. I want to get back into my dart frogs for sure. Now, they're very common. They're not very expensive. The Dendrobaetis tinctorius azureus, the blue ones, I love them. They were absolutely stunning. I used to have a small colony of them, but as I went homeless, the ex didn't look after them, and they didn't make it very well, shall we say. So yeah, I'd love to get back into my dart frogs. I love my mangrove snakes, but a non-reptile related pet. I'd like to get into a few different species of stick insects just because they're fascinating. Um, but nothing as a common pet like your dogs and stuff. No, they don't fascinate me. You can take them for a walk and stuff like that. Whereas an animal, you can look down the background and where they come from and their natural behaviour in the wild, and just everything about them is just so fascinating. Whereas a terrier cross, it's a dog. Do you know what I mean? I saw, or I almost had the chance of getting a gold tegu. Um, God, 18 months ago. The same day I got Hugo, it was the case of either get Hugo or a gold tegu, and I went for Hugo instead. The gold tegu was only about 80 pound. That's about it. Yeah, mine's chomping and chomping. He's on pinkies now. To be honest, actually, he's not growing as quick as I thought he would. But he's still eating loads and he's still pooing loads, and he's just a fat little Pac-Man frog. He's he loves his pinkies, but again, I don't like to overfeed my animals too much. I don't know. It's just a schedule that I've got them on. I really, really want. I knew a friend, an old reptile shop that I used to work in, and they had a black and white tegu, but not the Argentinian. It was a black and white Colombian, so it's a bit further south, and the locality was so different. There's more white on it than black, and his cheeks were a lot more puffier as well, so we could store food there a lot longer. It was just absolutely fascinating. To look at it, you wouldn't really know a difference if you didn't know the difference. My ghost mantis has molted a couple of days ago. Should see how big it is now. But the problem with that now is it's getting towards its last molt, so I'm a bit gutted that. Don't get me wrong, it's fascinating to see the mantis molt and get bigger, and you can see it grow. But it's on its last legs if it's coming towards the end of its life. I mean, I think ghost mantids only have 7 molts, and I think he's just had number 5. So it's getting towards that sort of time where I want to put it somewhere nice for the rest of its life. Orchids are cute. Orchid mantids are absolutely gorgeous. They don't get massive, but they're quite tricky to care for, or they're one of the tougher species to care for. The more temperamental, to the slight little change could finish them off, sort of thing. I had a couple of ghost mantids, and my room temperature dropped by 4 degrees one night. No, I'd moved them off the rack onto the window ledge while I was doing loads of maintenance and stuff. And then I think the doorbell rang. I went to the door, spoke to my friends and everything, come back in, finished doing a bit of work, just forgot to put them off the window ledge onto the rack. And that 4 degree change was what knocked them all off in one night. It was a pain. I was still gutted about that. Colony of ladybugs. My little lad absolutely loves ladybirds. He loves them. He goes out in the garden, he'll come back with 20 of them. You look out the garden, you can't see one. He'll come back with a little bucket of 20. Look, I got ladybugs. He loves them. Doberman dog. Doberman, that is a dog, isn't it? Oh, I'll get back up to that. Ah, ferrets are fun. They stink though, don't they? They're more of an outside pet. Yeah, I'm going up to June's Doncaster, so I should hopefully see everybody there. I know I've got to go. Simon's 8-leg freakout has got one of my boa constrictors, so I'll be giving that to him up there. Huh. Thanks for tuning in, Peter, mate. I really appreciate it. You're an absolute diamond. I was just, I may be looking a bit blank. I'm trying to read everyone's comments, but everyone's commenting a bit quick for me, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm reading about this polar bear. That's fascinating. It's gone for a tea break. I don't know if I'll be staying till 11. What I'm doing, I'm waiting for a message off my partner because she's gone to the cinema, and then I'll go pick her up and stuff like that. To be fair, she should have already texted me this, but she could be walking home. The kids could have annoyed her, and she's punishing them by making them walk home. Ha 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 ha! I'll do the same thing. Like, if you all get a second, hit that thumbs up button because I just like saying, "Nee, look at me! I've got loads of likes." It's a ego boost, I guess. I don't know. Kiwi Productions, how's it going, Steve? I didn't know that channel was still going. Have you still got on that channel your suicide prevention video? The one with the Linkin Park's One More Light song. I love that song. That's absolutely amazing. Chloe's Wildlife, that's the old Coco Critters. That's about as far as I know. It's, again, Kiwi Productions is one of the first subscribers to the channel back in the day. Good old Steve. Can always rely on Steve. Would you be going? Are you going to Doncaster, Steve? I tell you what, you need to get more reptile videos out because I want to see an update on your blue tongue skink. I've not seen an update on that in ages. Kiwi Productions is Steve Live the Real World. No, it's a different channel. So, Steve, what is the best animal in your collection? The one that you hold as the king of your collection. We were talking about that not so long ago. And I know you've got quite a good. Have you still got the Walmer Python? That was sexy as well. Hope to see your t-shirt then. I'm getting a few more t-shirts done. But a lot of the guys that I'm sort of are on the same par as my channel. I've just had that message, so I'll be going in a minute. All the channels that are on the same par as me have all gone out and got their t-shirts and their merch and stuff like that. Well, I'm going down a slightly different path to that. Similar sort of style, but I'm going down a different path, so it'll be fun. Fun to see where that leads up, shall we say? Is the so your Woma Python is still the pinnacle of your collection? What else have you actually got, Steve? Because like I say, I've not seen anything from your channel for a while. I will be looking at different styles of artwork related to a few different topics, shall we say? A lot of the people that are doing it have all just got their logos and stuff on their t-shirts and whatever. I'm looking to go a little bit different to that because my logo is quite professional rather than fun, and I like a bit of fun and stuff like that in it. But guys, I have to go and pick up her indoors and the kids. Got to put up with them now. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for 1,001. Seems so weird. 1,100 subscribers. I think I've got 1,115 subscribers now. So guys, you're all amazing. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.